Hi, I'm Ojessa Chen from the New Order Professional Organization in San Francisco, and I'm here to share with you my top 5 tips for living an organized life. Some of these are going to be practical tips that you can apply right now, while others are going to speak more to gradual changes in thinking that will greatly impact your ability to stay focused and organized over time. So this first one you've probably heard before, but with good reason, and that is to edit, and be ruthless about it. The less that you own, the less that you have to maintain and organize. So I want you to really think to yourself if you need those 5 can openers or those 28 shades of lipstick in your 600 square foot apartment. Maybe you're holding on to an asparagus-shaped dinner platter because your Aunt Margaret gave it to you and you feel too guilty to let it go. Well, I'm here to give you permission. Just do it. Eliminate duplicates, eliminate things unless you actually need them and love them. And then feel good about donating the rest to someone who can really use it. My second tip is to give things a home. When things don't have a home, they can end up anywhere and everywhere. It can be frustrating to your family members, and you might find yourself wasting valuable time looking all over the house for something, or even going out and buying another version of it because you can't find what you're looking for. So make things easy for yourself. Give them a home. My third tip is to store like with like. Related items should live together whenever possible. A lot of times I'll come into someone's home and I'll see things kind of stuffed into nooks and crannies throughout the house, or I'll come across a closet that just has a wide assortment of things, from baby toys to kitchen items to bath products, and it's really hard to figure out where anything lives because it could be anywhere. So with my method, you can associate things in your mind and you'll know where to find them quickly and easily. Fourth tip can be a little bit more challenging because it does speak to the underlying issues of being disorganized. And that tip is to be accountable. A lot of my clients I'll meet at the point where they're just so overwhelmed and frustrated with their space that they've almost given up. They've definitely disassociated themselves from their space a lot of times. They just kind of feel like the chaos and the clutter is something that sort of happened to them kind of overnight when they were sleeping. My goal is to get them to be accountable. And the reason that that is important is because if they realize that they have played a part in creating this space, then they'll also realize that they have the power to change it. So my goal for my clients is for them to take ownership of their space again, to reclaim their space, and to create something beautiful, something they can be proud of, and something that they envision for themselves. The goal is to recognize the habits that you may have that are contributing to ongoing clutter and make a concerted effort to change. As a personal organizer, I do not have a magic wand. I can create a beautiful framework and a system for things to stay organized, but it's up to you to take the reins from that point on and keep it organized. My fifth and final tip is probably the most revolutionary, and I understand it's not going to appeal to everyone, and that's okay. My goal isn't to force my ideas on everyone, but I would love to encourage people to consider thinking differently. In this case, I'd love them to think differently about the idea that more is better. We've all been exposed to a lot of advertising in our lives and socialized ways of thinking. And we've been taught, essentially, that to have less is to experience less, and in essence, to be less. We derive comfort from having enough. But when is enough already? I truly believe that what we most value is time with our loved ones, with our family, and with our friends. And that's always going to bring us more joy than the new set of Legos or that beautiful sweater or the new car. I'm not advocating that anyone feel deprived. That's not what I'm saying at all. I just want to make that clear. But I do believe in identifying the things that truly bring our life value and eliminating the things that just take up more time than they're worth. So the next time you're out shopping and you see that beautiful sparkly wetsuit and you're really tempted to take it home, I'd love for you to reevaluate that feeling and just decide whether you want to spend all the time it takes to earn the money to purchase that thing, whether you're willing to upkeep it and store it, and whether you'll actually utilize it on more than an occasional basis. Will this thing become your go-to thing that you use every day, or will it literally be standing in between you and the things that you value most? My clients come to me wanting one of two things, if not both: space and time. I hear this all the time. And by consuming less material objects, you actually gain both. You're not spending the time it would take to earn all the money to buy those things, and you're also not cluttering up your space with a lot of things that you actually aren't using. So I believe it's time to reevaluate our relationship with material objects on a fundamental level, and I encourage you to think differently. So if you've just watched my top 5 tips and you're wondering how you're going to find the time, energy, and focus to apply these tips to your own life, that is what I do. I am more than happy to come and help you. I offer organizing sessions as well as interior design consulting and space planning. So contact me through my website, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.